morning, everybody. It's Monday. So, I posted a video yesterday, weekend video. I never do weekend videos, but I didn't post one for a week, so I thought I'd do one. Hope everybody watched it. So, this morning, as I told you yesterday, they came in to evaluate Matthew for early intervention. I just had a little bit of concerns. And with Chloe having autism, you can never be too proactive. So, it was just concerning me that he wasn't doing like mama, dada type of stuff yet. We are getting some sounds of like ga, ga, ga in sequence, long stretches of it. So that's good. He did start crawling and whatnot. So, the same person who evaluated Chloe came in and evaluated him. So, I knew her. She remembered us. And I knew what I was getting into. I trusted her, so she's the first person I called. She's with a company called Tice. They are based out of Forest Hills in Allegheny County. So she had, I should say, come in with the early intervention intake coordinator, Ashley, and they did some things with Matthew. Most of it was just me answering questions because he is so small. There is not very much they could do with him, but he was awake. Thank God. I thought he was going to be sleeping. She came in right at his nap time, and I'm like, so thank God. He stayed up for a while for them, so that was fantastic. And he wasn't even cranky, thank God. But they liked that he was crawling. There's a lot of benefits to crawling and what crawling does for a child. Chloe never crawled. She just actually started full-blown crawling a few years ago, and she'll be 7, but she never crawled, and he started crawling last Thursday, and he's getting better at it. They liked that he could go from a crawling position to a sitting position. What she really liked is she showed him how to use one leg to stand up from a crawling position, and he took right to it. So, excuse me, I only had 1 cup of coffee this morning. Oh my God. But, so she really liked that. They also said that, he is starting pre-speech, such as blowing raspberries, the ga, 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 ga type of deal. He is looking at me. He is taking everything in that I'm saying. It's just when he wants to say it. So, she really liked all those things. She said don't expect him to say mama or dada or anything like that till probably about 12 months. There is this huge thing about your child being advanced for that. My kid said it at this age. Yeah, well, your kid's an asshole too. But there's so much put on children, I think, these days to be more than what they are or more than what they need to be for their age, such as, he's 9 months. Well, he's 9 months. He should be doing this. He should be, but he's not. And that's okay because he may do it next month. So she brought up a good point. There are things that society thinks children should be doing at their age and they're not. So it makes parents freak out. And I completely understand that. I went through this with Chloe. Such as like a child in grade school. When I was in kindergarten, I'll say, I was learning how to color inside the lines. And, just putting toys together and social playing and things of that nature. They're learning subtraction and addition in kindergarten now. I don't think I learned that till like 2nd grade. They're being taught like how to read and stuff. Now you need to read, comprehend, and interpret like storylines. I think there's so much pressure on children nowadays that if your kid's not doing this, they're stupid. Society makes you feel like there's something wrong with your child, and there's not. Your child's perfectly normal for their age. I was eating dirt probably at 5 years old. Now kids are, writing stories at 5 years old. When did children stop being children and start becoming adults? At 5 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old. And I just think there is so much pressure put on kids, so much expectation of them, that no wonder kids are 12 years old and have anxiety and depression, and kids are committing suicide over test scores, and, you know, parents are bribing colleges, for Christ's sakes. Like, because you can't let a child be a child for some reason nowadays, and I just don't understand that. I want to keep my kids babies as long as I can. You know, I don't agree with some of the things that are done today as far as that goes. But anyway, back to Matthew. I was on a rant, I'm sorry. But everything checked out good, and he needs no early intervention. And to be honest with you, before she came, I was sick to my stomach. I wanted to throw up. I was worried. Like, no joke, I was worried. And it's probably me being me. I'm worried about everything all the time. So, she gave me this little, and I'll show you it. It's a little chart, and this is how they score the kids. I can't remember the name of the test right now. I think it's AmCheck is what it's called. I'll double check that for you. But it scores adaptive, personal, social, communication, motor, cognitive skills, everything, and that is how they determine if a child would need early intervention or not. So they scored Matthew, and I'll show you. I'll make sure you guys can see that. There you go. I think you can see. But as far as Matthew goes, this down here is your cutoff for eligibility, as you can see. Anything in this area right here is appropriate skills for his age. As you can see, his communication skills are appropriate. His gross and fine motor are almost advanced. His play skills and attention skills are advanced. Personal and social are advanced. His feeding skills didn't even end up on the chart. They're a plus 133. This only goes to a plus 1.10. So, since he's already on a sippy cup with no handles, and he's trying to feed himself with a spoon, and he's picking up, Cheerios and eating table foods, then they scored him as off the charts. Because some kids, she said, right now are just starting purees, which is unreal to me. They're 9 months old. Give them a potato. So, I feel better. I do. I was worried. I was so freaking worried. Not even gonna lie. I was kind of freaking out. I didn't sleep last night at all. I didn't sleep at all last night. I didn't go to bed till like 2 a.m. And I had to get up I got up at 6:15 because I wanted to clean my house up before she came. And I had to get Chloe ready for school and him ready and stuff, so. But I do feel better about it. I know that I always have her on my back pocket on speed dial if I do need her. So, that is done with. And now I wait till 1 and see what develops at 1. And like I said, I'm going to be on him about this because of Chloe. And it's probably terrible for him because I'm like a teacher. But it's going to be good for him and beneficial in a way too. And beneficial for Chloe as well. But, and she brought up, we talked after she evaluated him for a little bit, and we talked about autism and the effect that it has on parents, and, being me being the way I am right now with him because Chloe is the way she is. And we talked about, dealing with doctors and dealing with, getting a diagnosis and changing your entire life. And this is the first time I ever heard somebody else besides myself say this. She said it is a grieving process. And I kind of stopped and was like, oh my God, she said it too. Because I always say that, and I've never heard anyone else say that besides me. And she said it is a grieving process when you get a diagnosis. And it is a process of anger, disappointment, fear of not knowing what's about to come, sadness because all of your dreams for your child are now gone and you completely have to change your life and what you thought it was going to be. I never thought I'd hear anybody else say that besides me, and it was really cool that she put it like that. Which brings me back to, I thought I was going to have to go through this all over again. I thought this was the beginning of doing this all over again, of the grieving process starting all over again, you know. And I know developmentally he was okay as far as his play skills and his gross and fine motor skills, and he wouldn't need any development, but the speech is what worries me. And it's going to worry me until he actually starts talking, probably. I'm just going to be honest. Like full-blown talking. Because I'm always going to have in the back of my mind, is he going to be nonverbal? Is he going to be nonverbal? Because she is nonverbal, and that scares the crap out of me, that he is going to be nonverbal, and that I'm going to have 2 kids that don't talk, that'll never hear their voice. So until he starts talking, I'm going to be a nervous wreck. And that's just how it's going to be. So everything went well. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. Chloe had a good night. Chloe had a good morning. Her TSS comes today, and she's, you know, coming back from school, so I'm sure she's going to be angry that she has to come home and work, but it's just how the cookie crumbles, sister. So Wednesday's going to be 80 out. I'll probably let her go outside and play. She'll like that. It's not going to rain, so. But I just want to give everybody an update on Matthew, and everything went well. So I feel like this is a very productive video today. So I hope you guys have a good night. Happy Monday. Ugh. So I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, guys.